We're back on form, I think. Hi there folks, and welcome back to Global Domination. I'm Nick from Sonic FM, and this is episode number 22. Today we've got two games coming up in the league, both home games. First up is against Bali United, and then we have a game against Persis Solo. Now, since yesterday's game, which you can probably tell by the fact I'm wearing the same t-shirt, I've literally just recorded. Our form has kinda come back a little bit. So we've only played 4 games, sorry. Won both the games against Bali United in the Indonesian Cup. Won both those quite comfortably, although in the second leg they got a couple of late goals which made things a little bit tighter than they needed to be. We drew against Sriwijaya in the league and beat PSM 3-1. Now, the scoreline shows 3-1, but as you can see, it was an 84th and an 89th minute goal there. So it wasn't quite as comfortable as the scoreline would suggest. But nonetheless, it was 3 points. So, after 2 defeats, we've managed to take 4 points from 6 in the league, as well as get those couple of wins in the Cup quarter-final. I was quite pleased with the Cup quarter-final games because they were very heavily rotated squads. As you can see, Saputra scored. That's the 15-year-old striker that we've got. Eddie Harris, our 18-year-old Australian midfielder. So, very heavily rotated squads, but we still managed to get through, and we've got Kalteng Putra FC in the semi-final. They're in the division below us. So, I'm not going to bother showing either of those games, but if we get to the final, we'll show you the final at the end of the season. So, we'll get into our first game, which is against Bali United, and this is the team we're going with for that game. So we have Sriwijaya in goals, Lestaluhu, Dawanga, Fatari and Andika at the back, Taiwanel and Sawande in midfield, Kurniawan, Orella and Rwande in the attacking midfield, and Rambi up front. So back to a kind of more familiar looking setup. I actually wanted to start Christian Toko in there, not Andika. Just because he's got that kind of partnership with Rwande there. Giovanni, starting him on the bench today. Just giving him a bit of a rest because the games are coming quite close together, and we can always bring him on anywhere across the midfield if need be. So that is the squad, and we'll get into the game and hope we can keep our good form going that we've managed to build back up a little bit. Persis Cabo are playing at the same time as us, as you can see, point ahead of them. There's only 1 goal in it, and goal difference wise as well, so it is really tight at the top here. And 10 minutes into the game, Bali have taken the lead. Kasasi with the goal from the corner. Corner in from Cafe. Kasasi just beats his man to the ball. Sriwijaya can't reach it. In the last game against PSM, they did take the lead first and we come back, so I'm not overly concerned at the moment. Atari there, almost immediate equaliser. 15 minutes in, it's 1 each. Fatari with a great finisher. That was a striker's finish from our centre back. See that again. Christian Toko with the corner in. It's cleared away by Spasijevic. Rambi picks up on the edge of the box, sees Fatari in space. Fatari just wraps his foot around and curls it into the far corner. Great finish from Fatari. We can hopefully build on that now. Lestaluhu with the throw in. Kafa heads it clear. Taiwanel is going to get to it first, and he finds Sawande inside him. Plays it wide to Christian Toko. He's got Rwande ahead of him. Rwande with the ball in. Kasasi gets it clear, but Christian Toko picks it up. Christian Toko delivers it in. Orella gets up there with the header. His 7th of the season. Assist from Christian Toko. Orella's not played particularly well over the past month or so. It's good to see him getting back onto the score sheet. It's cleared away by Kasasi, but Christian, only as far as Christian Toko. 1-2 between him and Rwande. Ball in, and Orella gets up to head it home. And 20 minutes into the game now, 2-1. And at the moment, Persicago are drawing with Persita, so it is Arima who... Arima had taken second place there, but it's just changed, so I'll need to keep an eye on the scores. But we're coming forward again now with Oharela on the ball. He loses out to Hargianto, but Sawandi picks up the loose ball and finds Christian Toko on the overlap. Rwandi with it now. Cuts inside. Got men in front of him, finds Taiwanella, slots it through to Rambi. Rambi just inches past the post. Rambi started to find his scoring boots again, because he scored 2 in the last game that we played. So, the last league game that we played against PSM. We'd like to see him pop up with a goal today as well. Well, played well, still room for improvement as we start the second half. And the only one I'm really looking at performance-wise is Kerniawan at the moment. But I think what we're going to do is make that change, get Kerniawan off, and we will bring Giovanni on as a winger over there because he is left-footed. And that'll do for now. Persicago are now 3-1 up at Persita. Must have been 2 quick goals there. Yeah, 38 and 47. So they're keeping pace with us. In terms of the goal difference, it would be nice if we could grab another couple of goals just to give us a bit of a buffer in case it goes down to goal difference at the end. I don't normally pay too much attention to it, the goal difference, but because the top of the table is so tight, it might come down to that. So we want to make sure that we keep ahead in the goal difference race as well, because it's effectively an extra point. And Bali have the ball in midfield now. Playing it forward, but the Wanga cuts it out and just hoofs it clear to Rambi. Rambi finds Giovanni outside him. Giovanni into the box. Shot away, almost goes for a throw-in. That was not one of his better efforts. And with 15 minutes left, just looking down at performances and fitness, Rwandi is not playing well at all. We're going to bring Alayubi on there. And I think we'll bring Ibacob on for Rambi as well, the last 15 minutes, and see if he can get us another goal. 5 minutes left to play. This is the time where we really need to be careful. We don't want to concede a last minute equaliser. And we've managed to see that one out. So a good win for us. Only 2-1 against a team who are second bottom of the table. But considering, you know, in the last episode, you saw how the form was. So considering that, I'm quite pleased with the 2-1 win. Got the game against Persis Solo coming up as well. So we're back in just a second with that game. And back now for the game against Persis Solo. And this is the team we're going with for that game. It's Sriwijaya in goals. Berlin coming in on the left. Lawanga, Fatari and Andika. The rest of the defence, Taiwanella and Fakhruddin in midfield. Kerniawan, Lester Luhu and Giovanni at the attacking midfield with Rambi up front. Bit of rotation, mainly due to fitness levels. Although everybody, as you can see, or most everybody here is shown as fully green. Given Berlin, Fakhruddin and Lester Luhu the starts, just to give them a bit of game time, give the other players a bit of a rest, can bring them on if need be. Now we've also put Saputra on the bench as well, just in case we want something different from Ibacob if we need to bring on another striker. Get into the game. Apparently we're favourites, so let's make sure we show them why. And Persicago are playing PSIS at the same time today. We can see how things are going in that game. And to start things off early in the game, Berlin with a long clearance, but it's picked up by the Persis defence. And They're trying to make something happen, but Ndika clears it with the head. Giovanni picks it up on the right hand side, cuts inside. Big diagonal ball out to Cornelwyn, finds Ramby. Thought he was going to find Ramby, but the Persis defence just gets up and clears it. And they come now on the right hand side with Bao. Bao running forward with it. He's got nobody in the box. He's going to have to go himself, but he cuts it back to Malfani. Malfani with the shot from the edge of the box. Sriwijaya should be doing better there. And he gives Persis the lead 1-0, and that drops us below Persikabo as it stands. You see there, Bao just finds Malfani unmarked on the edge of the box with the cutback. First time shot rifles home. Sriwijaya should be doing better there. As it stands, Persikabo are winning in their game as well. So we need to try and come back into this now. 25 minutes in, and I don't think we've had one shot on target. 2 shots now. We really need to be doing better. Encouraged the team a bit for the last 5 minutes of the half, but it's Persis with the free kick. Can't find the man, and Sriwijaya picks it up. He plays it out now to Fatari. Fatari coming forward with it. He tries a long ball for Ramby, but it's cut out again by the Persis defence. And Persis coming forward on their left hand side now, but Andika does well to cut it out. Finds Ramby this time. Ramby gets past one. Gets space to run into it. Running forward with it. Long shot from outside the box, just past the far post. Could probably have taken another touch there to give himself a better chance. But as it stands, it is still 1-0 to Persis. PSIS have equalised now against Persikabo, which is good for us. And we're on the attack now again with Ramby. He's got players with him. Tempted to go himself, lost out. And Malfani picks it up here, but he can only find Taiwanella. Taiwanella cuts inside with the shot off the post. Taiwanella with a long shot from outside the box. Hits the post and comes back off the keeper to go for a corner. Giovanni with the corner. Plays it in, looking for Kurniawan, but can't find him. And that fizzles out to nothing. Right, we need to make some substitutions now. Taiwanella is tired, so Sawandi can come on for him. Giovanni is having a horrendous game. We're going to bring Arwandi on for him. And for the moment, I think that will do. And we'll give it 10 minutes or so and see how things are going before we make our next change. Bakerdin with the free kick, trying to find Lester Luhu at the back post, but it's again cleared by the Persis defence. But Arwandi's managed to pick up the clearance. He's coming forward with it. He tries a shot. Can't hit the target. It's wide of the post. And it's Persis with the attack now. Isiam trying to make something happen, but Fekhrudin does well to cut it out. Kurniawan on the left with it. He can't get his cross in. And the ball's come back now to Berlin. He finds Sawandi ahead of him. Fekhrudin with it. He's got players ahead of him. He plays it out wide to Kurniawan. Kurniawan again can't do anything with it. But Berlin's picked up again. Back inside to Fekhrudin. But Sawandi ahead of him, finds him. Lester Luhu to Arwandi. Arwandi can't get it. What a double save from the keeper. But Ramby's there to slot home the rebound. We'll have a look at that again in the replay. That was excellent saves from the keeper there. Sawandi plays it through to Lester Luhu, slots Arwandi in. He gets a shot, but the keeper makes a save. Kurniawan at the back post tries to get the shot away. Keeper again makes a save, but it only falls to Ramby, who manages to get the equaliser. And with Persikabo still drawn, although they have just taken the lead, I was going to say with Persikabo still drawn, that's good for us. It keeps us ahead of them, but they've just taken the lead, so we now need to try and find the winner. We can't afford to be dropping points. But it's Malafani now for Persis with the shot. Sriwijaya does well to turn that aside for a corner. And the corner now from Hariono. Plays it in. Sriwijaya does well to come out and claim that one in the air. Right, I think we're going to have to make a change, and it's down to either Carnarvon on the left, or we have the Wanga who's tired at the back. So looking here, I think we're going to bring Alayubi on for Carnarvon, swap him and Arwande. Arwande is right footed, I thought he was, so we'll swap him to inside forward. Alayubi comes the winger, and we will encourage the team and switch to a very attacking mentality as well to try and get a last minute winner, because as it stands we are now down to second behind Persicabo in the table. Benches one each, so maybe our form isn't back quite as much as I thought it was. So if we go and have a look at the table, you can see there we're now 1 point behind Persicabo, 1 goal behind them in goal difference as well. So we do have a game against Persicabo coming up in a few weeks. In fact, that will probably be in tomorrow's episode, so that's going to be a very important game for us. Arima and Persib are starting to creep in behind us as well. They're only 4 points behind us now, so we need to keep an eye out below us as well as above us. As I said, tomorrow's episode will probably be the games against Persicabo and Arima. Not going to bother showing you the up game, although it is a semi-final. Halteng Putra are in the division below us, so we should be winning that one pretty comfortably. And we're nearing the end of the season, so we want to try and get to the end of the season as quickly as possible. So tomorrow we'll come back for the Persicabo and Arima games, and hopefully by then our form has completely turned around and we are back to winning ways, and we're not too far. We're either back at the top of the table or we're not too far behind Persicabo here. We've managed to keep pace with them, but we'll see how we are when we come back tomorrow. And that is the end of episode 22. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any videos going forward. I upload daily around 8 PM UK time. And as always, thank you very much for watching.